Okay, I'm in Springfield, Illinois at the Fast Mart and at the Marathon gas station. Can you see that? See the Marathon sign? Right off the highway on the way to Chicago to pick up TJ, and this is what happens. You see those pylons, the orange things, that they use for construction, right? And everybody knows you see those all over your town too. When you live in a big town, pretty big, 100,000 or more, right? They put the pylons up and they declare it a construction zone, even though there's no workers, no machinery, nothing, right? So I run out of gas, and the guy says, "You don't have time to go to walk to the gas station a couple of exits away and come back because there's a time limit." The state trooper tells me, state of Illinois trooper. He says this vehicle has to be towed. So the tow truck comes and he takes, because it ran out of gas, right? It's my brother-in-law's car. It's not even my car. We can't afford that kind of car. And it's all beat up and everything, but it's only run out of gas and it's got a moonroof. Okay. It has all the bells and whistles. Somebody's going to clean that up. The state of Illinois is going to auction it off to their buds, right? And they make a little money, you know. And, favors and swapping favors in the government and stuff like that, being an insider and all that crap. Anyway, so he drops me off at the Walmart, right? And says, "Go get money from your family," right? It's the wrong time of month to get money. So I tell Richard, I say, "Richard, sell my computer, whatever I got, just, Richard says, we can't get enough money together to send you to get the car out." So I'm wandering around the Walmart. The muscle man comes out of, from the Walmart. And, "What are you doing here?" And blah, 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 and all like this. I told the girl that came to me before Muscle Man came, I said, "Call the police and tell them I need to be dropped off at the shelter." She comes back and she says, "The police don't give you a ride to the shelter." She said, "You can only get arrested. Then they'll put you in the car." Okay, so you see, they create these policies, right? These sneaky policies like you can't leave the car too long here because it's a construction zone, even though you can see there's no construction going on, right? Then there's so much corruption. How are you going to explain all this to a judge, right? What are you going to do, right? And even then, the way the law is, you're not going to get justice because you get dollar for dollar what you lost. They don't count your time. They don't count your aggravation, your personal loss. Like I was going to look for TJ up there to bring him back down to Texas, so he'd have a place to stay. And no, TJ's SOL. Okay. Oh, did I tell you why TJ became homeless? His county took his house. Why? Because they don't provide services to assist disabled people enough to help clean up their house. So they can come in an emergency situation and declare it unfit for living and throw him out on the street and take his brother. Oh, they took his mother too, by the way. It was very ugly. And, so then they get that federal money. The goons take over the house. They get the house. They sell the house at auction. They make a lot of money. It was an expensive house. It was very dirty, but it was a very expensive house. And on the North Shore of Chicago, I don't know if anybody knows, that's a very expensive, but he inherited it, and he's been, asking friends for help for years, trying to scramble to keep that thing, keep it from getting, from the property taxes getting taken away. And I know there are lots of people like that because we were in a similar position. That's why my brother-in-law got involved and ended up having to move in with us because he was helping pay the taxes and stuff. And anyway, so but these things, right, are going on, and the government takes, if they can't take your property, okay, they want to figure it. Thank you, sir. If they can't figure out a way to take your property, they want to take your relatives. They want your children, or they want your grandma, or they want your brother-in-law, or your whoever it is, right? And they come up with cockamamie. They intentionally put aggressive people in those, and people that are not too bright, right? And they put the pressure on the people who are not bright, right, and greedy in those positions, and they weed out the nice ones, right, because they're not getting enough cases, right? So they must not be working. So you see, they have to look for excuses, and if they're not willing to falsely accuse people, they don't get to keep their job. You see, it's insidious. Insidious means that it's so, what do you call it? Evil. That there's nowhere to turn. Okay, and only the most corrupt get involved with it and stay. They're the innocent ones who come in, and they don't do a good job because they're not willing to falsely accuse people. And so they get thrown out of their positions in government. And so the only people that are left are the assholes, right? To come and accuse you of bullshit and stand before a judge. And the judge, by now, things are so corrupt that even the judges know. But they have to keep that revenue coming in. They have to keep your relatives in an institution, because there's a whole system set up of people, money changing hands under the table. I need more clients. I need more clients for my nursing homes and stuff. I need the federal checks coming in, and the money Trump is saying, like, I'm gonna